ahead of the 8 ball. I'm just like right there, but at least I'm ahead of it.
Because the curriculum's different. Like overseas, depending on where you go. In England, it's a lot of independent study, a lot of independent reading. As a history major, I do that myself, but just going to lecture maybe like once a week for 2 hours and then everything's basically on my own. It's so different. And I'm like, okay, I really have to focus. I really have to study and read on my own if I want to, do well and get a passing grade instead of quizzes and, midterms and papers and stuff like we hear constantly do all the time.
Yeah, that's how it was in South Africa too. You have a lot of free time to go see this beautiful, beautiful country, but at the same time you can't get too caught up in it because you'll fall behind. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to share? I'm going to have Tom close us out to kind of help us demystify the process of traveling abroad and to talk more about the switch, the exchange. So if you think you can't go, you can, and I'm going to have Tom talk about that. But is there anything that anybody else would like to say before we wrap it up? No? Louis?
I'll just say this. Once you study abroad, you just have this feeling to do it again. Because after I studied abroad, I kind of caught the travel bug, and I really want to go out and do more adventures. And I have to say that studying abroad really motivated me now, and I really want to travel again. So I see that study abroad made me really want to work hard and want to get a job, make money, so that I'll be able to experience the same amazing feeling I did when I was in England and Europe and Japan.
I'd like to just put a plug in for UNCG's Peace and Conflict Studies. They have a sister school in Sweden, and then I'm pretty sure that there's 2 sister schools in Sweden, and they also connect with South Africa. So if you go through that Peace and Conflicts program, and you choose to go to Sweden, that's also made available to you. You can do your Peace and Conflict Studies also. You can take it online and do it simultaneously while the class is actually going on. So you don't have to be in class. You can be in class or you can be out of class. So if you have the travel bug and you're interested in Peace and Conflict Studies, go ahead and do it. Go to Sweden. Go to South Africa. Come back. And if you want to go someplace else again, you can go someplace else again. But Tom, in closing out, could you please tell us more about the exchange process so people really get that they can go abroad if they really want to?
Sure. So if you're a student at UNCG and you don't know it already, UNCG is known for a lot of things, but all things international are something that we really value and emphasize. If you're thinking about coming to college and you like things international, UNCG would be the best university in the country for you to choose. We have, like April said, our exchange programs. We have one of the largest exchange programs in the country, which means that we have partnerships with more than 100 universities around the world, like all the ones that these students studied at and many more, which means that we send our students there, their students come here, so it makes it extremely affordable, and it's also what allows you to have these transformational experiences like all the students have talked about. I studied abroad in Finland through the university, through UNCG, and it was a long time ago, and it was by far the best thing I ever did in my life. And well, I'll leave it at that. But just like everybody else said, it was the best experience of my life. Really transformed me, helped me realize who I was as a person, as an American. And I just think it's one of the most valuable experiences any student could have, and UNCG is the best place for that.
Yeah, I agree. So I want to thank once again Jarrell Wilson for video recording and for taking pictures. I really, really appreciate it, Jarrell. I really do. Thank you, Ryan, Nicole, Louis, Jessica, and Tom. And I know I'll be seeing you all again on campus. And Louis, we got to get together later. Okay? All right. Okay. Thank you for listening. And you've been listening to Air International, flight number 103.1 FM. And I'm your pilot, April Snell. Thank you for listening. And continue to sit back, relax, and enjoy. You're traveling first class, so why not?